the back, and then we'll use the foam roller to get into the hip flexor psoas, okay? So hands right underneath the shoulders, you're gonna tuck the toes. And they start with that cat-cow, so engage your belly button first, and then start rolling up the spine and tucking the chin, and then relax, and look up. So exhale to close. Inhale as you open and shove the shoulder blades down and back. All right, so from here, you're gonna keep your right knee down, your left leg up, okay? So you're try not to push on your midsection, but you should be able to travel up the line of your hip flexor and kind of find your psoas starting kind of right here. So kind of push until you find something a little bit tender. Okay, and you're just gonna not go along the line of the muscle, but crisscross. So kind of crisscrossing down. So it's just a gentle release, and it should get so all the way down to the start of the hip flexor and then start back up at the top. Make sure you exhale all the way down and then take your inhale on the way up. And as you're doing this, make sure your hips are tucked and not caved back. So make sure that you're doing that pelvic tilt and standing up nice and tall, chin off the chest. That pelvic tilt is important because you're also getting the hip flexor when you do that. Okay, other side. So right knee up, left leg down. Kind of follow the track of the hip flexor all the way up. You kind of feel do you feel like a little tender there?
My right side, yeah, a little bit.
Okay, now easily come down. You're gonna take that foam roller. Okay, so we're not gonna get the direct hip flexor first. Okay, so as you know, like there's a bunch of muscles that come up and around this area. So we're gonna start inner thigh, then move into the hip flexor. Okay, so I want the left leg to be extended. Your right leg is gonna be 90 degrees. Tuck that foam roller as close to midline as possible. Okay, so you're gonna be on your elbows. You're gonna kind of use a half plank position. So put all your body weight onto that foam roller, and you're gonna move your body away from midline, and that foam roller should be moving towards the end of your knee. And then you're gonna move back towards midline. You're kind of just rolling back and forth. Wherever you find something tight, you kind of just stop and just hang out there for 5 seconds, making sure you're breathing through it. And then you keep moving. Okay, come back up. Now you're gonna get that hip flexor. So it's only this space, right? So you're not rolling all the way down to your kneecap. You're only putting this small little 2 inches. So same leg, so the right leg, you're just rolling up and down that small little 2-inch frame. Remember to rotate your body side to side because sometimes it's the outside part of the hip flexor that is the most tight, and sometimes it's the mid part. So kind of just wiggle around until you find where it's the tightest and then stay in that plane of motion. Okay, take that foam roller out. So we're gonna hit those 2 spots that we just loosened up. So you're going to get on both knees. You're still working on your right leg. So we're gonna do kind of like a half quad stretch, but we're taking the calves out of it so that we're more focused higher. So scoop the pelvis so that your butt is tucked. You pull those shoulder blades back. So the longer you go, the more of a stretch you're gonna get. Okay, drop that foot. Your left leg is going to now face me on the screen. Your right leg is going to be kind of out, let's see, 90 degrees from your hip. Okay, you're going to start here. You're going to drop your butt back as low as you can. If you can get down into your elbows, great. If that's too tight, you just stay here. Okay, so you find where you can find the deepest stretch without impacting any pain. Okay, come back up, other side. So you're gonna take that foam roller on the left leg this time, right leg extends. You're gonna get into that half plank position on your elbows. Your foam roller is gonna get tucked right underneath into that inner thigh, starting at midline and then rolling away towards the knee. Okay, hip flexor time. So right underneath the left hip flexor, down on those elbows, roll those 2 inches up and down. Remember, wiggle side to side. See if you have any outside hip flexor tightness. Okay, remove the foam roller. Okay, on both knees, you're gonna pull those shoulder blades back, come up super tall here. Grab that left foot or that left ankle, depending on how flexible you are. Scoop the pelvis and become really long so that you can feel a nice stretch there. Okay, easily drop or easy on the drop down of the foot. Okay, left leg 90 degrees. Scooch this right leg out, and your right knee is facing the screen, and you're just gonna dip down as low as you can. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, and come back up to the top. So especially if you're sitting a lot to work or driving up to your house, the spinal twisting is super important because it nourishes that central nervous system. So we're gonna do some spinal twists, but also open up that hip area as well. So I want you to get up into butterfly. I want you to straighten out your spine. Okay, we're gonna draw circles with a straight spine. So we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're opening up those hip flexors and also getting that motion into the vertebrae. So shoulders peeled away from the ears, keeping your arms straight. Okay, other side. Okay, when you're in this butterfly position, now we're gonna twist the spine. So we're gonna hold for 5 seconds in this position. I like to use the back of my hand because it kind of opens up my shoulder and my trap as well. So I'm gonna look over my left shoulder, use the back of my right hand to get some more leverage and open up this gap in the trap. So hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, last two, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, right into 90-90. So left leg out in front, right leg in the back, flexing the feet. We're gonna dip down. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, open up the gate. So this is really good for that hip flexor psoas, this one especially. Okay, so up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop the right knee, lift the back foot. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch the other direction. Right knee up in front, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open the gate, stand tall. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop that left knee, raise the left foot. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're gonna warm up the back and then go right into the core. So it's up to you depending how the back is feeling. You can use your new fancy band if you want, because it'll just fire up the muscles. Okay, if the band is too much, you can drop it. Okay, so you'll notice that there's holes in the band, right? So there's 9, so that makes it a little uneven. So it might seem uneven, but the band stretches so much that it'll end up being even at the end. So try to go down right into the middle 2 holes here. Okay, when you find the middle, you're going to stick your arches of your feet into the middle ones. Yep, that's perfect. So you just stick them right here. So once you've done that, you're going to you're going to kind of squeeze the top of the band like this. So coming down onto your knees, we're going to do bird dog with this band. Okay, so to make sure that it doesn't collide with your knees, you're going to take your knees and put them on the outside of the band and make an X with the band. So right now I'm switching the band hands so that there's an X. So at first I was holding it like this. Now I'm going to crisscross in front of me so that it makes an X and so it doesn't collide with my knees. So hands are directly underneath the shoulders, feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to lift that right hand and left foot as straight as we can. Hold for 5, 4, 3, bring that belly button up, 2, 1, inhale down. Engage the belly button, pull left arm, right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, lift. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Last 2, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, keep the band exactly where it's at. Just undo the X, roll to your back. Okay, so here you can put your hands inside the top loops like this. So it should be around your wrists. So Relax the head on the ground, bring the calves off the back of the hamstring. We're gonna do dead bug, okay? And waking up the core and loosening up the low back. So scoop this pelvis down to the ground so there's no space between your back and the floor. We're gonna lay back our right hand and extend that left foot and come to center. Exhale, reach, hold for 3, 2, 1, inhale center. Pull, 3, 2, 1, inhale center. Pull, 3, 2, 1, inhale center. Keep that back glued to the ground, pelvic tilt. 3, 2, 1, center. 3, 2, 1, center. So when we pull, it's hard not to do, but right now I'm pulling with my right arm and my left foot. So see how my left arm is traveling? So we actually want to stop that from traveling. We want to keep this left hand right over our shoulder and this one pulling. So let's not drop this hand. Okay, so we're going to go again. Right hand, left foot. Keep that left hand steady and pull. 3, 2, 1, center. Pull. 3, 2, 1, center. Nice job. Pull. 3, 2, 1, center. Pull. 3, 2, 1, center. Pull. 3, 2, 1, center. Pull. 3, 2, 1. Come back. Lay on your back. So what you're going to do now is we're going to do our last warm-up stretch here. So we're getting the low back and the hamstring. So you're kind of in the same position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap some of the black band around just so I can get a greater hamstring stretch. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. You're going to pull the toes down towards your face. You should feel a light stretch in your calf. Go ahead and rest your head on the ground. Okay, so we're just going to drop the feet and then up with the feet. So you don't want to go past your hip bones. Okay, so you stop when your heels are even with your hip bones, and then you're right back up. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Last 2. And relax. Take your feet and your hands out of the band. Okay, so we will bring these bands back in just a second, but as you can see, this can be used for a lot of things. Like even if you wanted to keep it at your desk, and you can open up your chest and stretch out your back, or you can do some spinal twists like this. It'll really help keep that spinal twist and back healthy. Okay, so as usual, push-up challenge is going to start first. So now we're bumping it up a little bit. Our goal is to get to 40 perfect ones without any break by the end of January. But right now we're going to do 20 perfect push-ups. Okay, I'll be focusing on you because you're the only one here. And then you have 8-second rest, and then you have to do 5 perfect push-ups. So 20, 8-second rest, 5. Okay, so whenever you're ready, and then we'll count your rest. Nice. So make sure you exhale on the way down. Inhale at the pause, exhale on the way up. Are your wrists hurting? All right, I'm gonna send, I'll send you something.
think we did 25 on Monday, didn't we?
Huh?
Did we do 25 on Monday?
Yeah, we just do it on different sequences. We're going to stay at 25 and then we're going to bump all the way up to 40.
So should I do 5 more then?
Yeah. Okay, good job, water if you need it. So now we're gonna need the dumbbell. So I don't know, I'm like losing track of what I say to people, but the doctor did call last night, and so I'm cleared to go back to work completely because the placenta is good to go. So
It's healed back up good.
yeah, it did. So, well, it's getting there. So I'm going to be very cautious on what I do, but it's good that I don't have to be too cautious. Okay, so we're gonna do what's called offsetting. Okay, so we're gonna take attention away from the arms for a little bit because I know I've been hammering it for the past week. So we're gonna hit some arm, but mostly leg today. So the reason why we do offset is because when you do squats with 2 dumbbells, your dominant side is gonna take over. We're only gonna do it on one side so your weaker side can catch up. Okay, so go ahead and grab 1 dumbbell. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So our feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. So we're gonna do 5 of each of the 3 exercises before we switch sides. So even just standing, some people wanna do this. So make sure that you're perfectly offsetted here and you're balanced. Pulling the shoulder blades back. So the first move, I'll demonstrate first. We're gonna do squat and up. So try to get the dumbbell as close to the ground as possible. That's only 5. Then we're gonna bring the dumbbell up to our shoulder and we're gonna squat as low as we can. Overhead press, okay, for 5. Then from here, we're going to do a reverse lunge, press, and hold the press all the way up until you stand. So that reverse press one can be confusing because a lot of people just want to press, bring it back down and stand, whereas I'm asking you guys to press, hold all the way up, then bring it down. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, shoulders back. Here we go, down. Squeeze the butt at the top. Good, and 1. Up to the shoulder, inhale down, exhale belly button back, squeeze. Last one. Good, relax, okay? Left leg in front, right leg in the back, okay? Hike this weight gently on your shoulder, reverse back. Exhale, overhead press, hold up in the air, don't drop it until both feet are parallel, then drop. Good. Reverse, chin is off your chest, lift, stand, down, reverse, lift, hold. Good, 2 more. And last one. Exhale up, hold, and down. Other side, okay? Then we are gonna switch into a different circuit. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Big toe up, exhale. Bring up the tummy, squeeze the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Overhead press, squat. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, reverse lunge here, so right leg out in front. So reverse, press up and overhead, hold, come to stand. Good. Hold that other hand really high. Yep, there you go. You're engaging your obliques by doing that. Okay, last one. And water if you need it. Okay, now we're gonna keep that dumbbell and make sure your black band is near you. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do single leg overhead press. So what that looks like is as you roll here, my left leg is going to be doing the single leg press, which means my right hand has the weight. So we're doing opposing sides here. So first things first, I'm going to lift my glute bridge first. Then I'm gonna press, okay? It should throw you off balance just a little bit. So that's your core's goal, to maintain balance. Bring the weight down, then bring the leg down. So it's opposite. So on the way up, leg, arm. On the way down, arm, leg, okay? So we're only gonna do 5 on each. So left leg down, right leg is up, knees are even, okay? So for an extra challenge, you can't see what my right arm is doing, but if you need the balance, which I do, I'm gonna keep my elbow down when my weight's holding. However, most of you are stronger than me in the upper body, so if you feel like you're pretty strong in the upper body and you would like a challenge, as you're waiting to press, you can hold your elbow up off the ground a little bit, so on your rib cage. Okay, up to you. So either hold it and hover but near your rib cage, or let your elbow rest to the ground. Right knee up. Okay, up with the left leg as high as you can. So single leg glute bridge. Once you've done the bridge, now you press. Bring the arm down first, then the leg down. Okay, up, leg, arm, arm, leg, up, leg, arm, arm, leg. Big toe off the ground. Up, leg, as high as you can, then your arm, down arm, then your leg. Okay, last one, leg first, lift, arm, and then down with the leg. Switch. Okay, hover if you need to. Right leg lifts, left arm pushes. Down with the arm, down with the leg. Big toe off the ground all times. Scoop the pelvis, lift, arm, down leg. Up, leg, arm, arm down, leg down. Up, leg, arm, arm, leg. Last two, leg, arm, arm, leg. Up, leg, arm, arm, and leg. Drop the weight, grab your band. So roll to your side, so you're gonna grab that black band. Your feet are gonna go into those middle rings again, or middle spaces. Once you have your feet locked into those middle spaces, you're going to stand up. Now, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart, but what I'm going to show you is what I'm doing here is I'm going to take the bands and see how I'm wrapping them around my elbows, and then I'm crossing here. So I just took my elbows inside, and now I'm kind of like a sumo man. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do when you stand up. So you're gonna stand up, put it in. Yep, so go ahead and stand up. So you're going to have your elbows wide. So you're kind of like a sumo man here. We're gonna do 50, nice and quick. If it hurts the low back, you're gonna undo your arms and just pull like this, okay? So be cognizant of your low back, okay? Crisscross to start. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Nice and quick. You should feel a lot of tension because those elbows are gonna be pulling up the band more. So as you're down, you're up. 10. Chin off your chest. Exhale on the way up, inhale down. 20. 30. Last 10. Last one. And relax. Okay. Take your feet away. You can stay standing. I'm going to come down here so you can see me a little bit better. So you still have the band. Palms face up towards the ceiling. Choke in on the band. You're going to get this part of your back here. Nice and quick 50 pull aparts. All right, palms face up. Okay, if you feel like the extra parts are going to whip you in the face, you're more than welcome to bring them up. Okay, here we go. Arms straight. Peel that belly button back. We're going to widen and come back. So it should feel hard. If it's not hard, you got to choke in towards the middle. We're going to 50. Exhale on the way out. Inhale on the way back. Turn off your chest. Nice. As you're scooping your pelvis, opening up your hip flexors. Whew. Halfway. Exhale, inhale back. Give me 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay. Get your water. One more round, starting with the weights. 5. Okay, so we just blew out the shoulders a little bit and the back, so lifting overhead will be a little bit more challenging this time. Okay, so appropriate your weight if you need to. Okay, we're gonna start with that right side first. So dumbbell in the right hand, big toes off the ground. We're gonna squat for 5 in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, down. 5, 4, nice and quick. 3, squeeze your butt. 2, and 1. Palms face in, squat, lift overhead, squat. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, left leg out in front, step back with the right leg, lift up and overhead, squeeze your core tight. Now lower, once your feet are parallel. Exhale, high. Only inhale when your weight's coming down. Last one. Good. Other side. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Down. 5. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face in towards your face. Squat, overhead press. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze your core. 2. Good. And 1. Right leg out in front, left leg goes back. Here we go. Step back. Lift. To stand, lower. Step back. Exhale, lift. Hold that exhale. Out of your mouth. Inhale down. Step back. Exhale over. Stand. Down. Last 2. Back. Lift. Chin off your chest. Stay steady. Lower. Last 1. Exhale up. Good. And lower. Okay. Water if you need it. When you get a chance, you're having your weight next to you. We're gonna go to those single leg lifts to overhead presses. Okay, so right arm has the weight, left leg on the ground. Make sure that left toe is off the ground at all times. If you want your elbow to hover, do so, okay? Lift your leg as high as you can, hips are off the ground, punch the ceiling. Lower the arm, lower the leg. Up leg, squeeze your core, arm, down, leg. Up left, punch right, down, left. Up left, punch, down, down. Up left, punch right, down, left, switch. Okay, here we go. Right leg up, punch left, down right. Up right, punch left, down the leg. Up, punch, down, up, punch, down, up, punch, down, last one, up, punch, down, and down, okay? Roll to your side, 50 banded squats, then 50 pull aparts, and we'll stretch. Okay, so nice and quick on these ones. We're trying to get the heart rate up a little bit. Okay, so remember, if your back is hurting, you're just holding here. If you are right last time, your elbows are high. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Down, up. That's the pace. Yeah, good.
See.
20. $30. Last 10. Make them quick. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, feet underneath, out on from underneath. Fan pull aparts, palms face up. So if you felt like you died halfway, maybe start wider and then halfway get closer towards midline. That's at least what happened to me. I started off too midline-ish, so it was too hard. So up to you. You might have been smarter than me. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We pull. Nice and quick. Good. Core should be retracted back to the spine the whole time, pushing through those hip flexors. Chin off the chest. Make sure you breathe. Three, 2, 1. Okay, good job. Grab some water. Okay, now we stretch. So really want to be nice to the low back. So let's go ahead and roll to the side. Then onto your back. Okay, so extend that left leg. To focus on the psoas and the hip flexor, you really want to make sure that you're scooping the pelvis so that those aren't tight. When you scoop the pelvis, it kind of stretches them out. Okay, so you're gonna bring that right leg over. If you need the prop, like a foam roller, you can. If you can go all the way over without pain, that's great. So right leg over, palms face down, look at your right fingers. Okay, right ankle on top of your left knee. You're gonna pull behind your left hamstring. Make sure your feet are flexed and your head is down on the ground. Keep your figure 4. You're just gonna remove your hands from the back of the hamstring and your hands are gonna go iron cross. To get the IT band in the low back, you're gonna keep that figure 4 and drop it over to the left side. So towards your, yeah, good, towards your left. And then push up through that left thigh to give a little bit pressure on your foot. Unravel, right leg extends. So remember scooping the pelvis. Palms face down. You're gonna drop that left knee over. Look at your left hand. Left ankle goes on top of your right thigh. Hands grab behind that right hamstring. Flex both feet to engage the joints. Relax your shoulders. Okay, keep your figure 4, drop it over towards your right. Your left hand. Both hands are flat on the ground. Since most of your body weight is on the right side, you're going to roll to your right side. So we're going to go into child's pose. Loosen up the low back and those inner thighs. Really reach out in front of you. Keep the left arm extended. Thread that right hand through. So look at your right fingertips this time. Switch sides. So left hand threads, right arm extends. Hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna get those wrists. Okay, so bring your knees shoulder width apart. Flip your wrists backwards. Okay, just a gentle stretch here. If you would like to add a little bit more, you can tuck the toes and kind of gently rock back and forth. the belly button engaged as you do this. We're pushing away from the ground, so rooting our palms down and pushing our shoulder blades down and back. Okay, sit on your booty. Last stretch. Go ahead and give yourself some Indian rug burns on that forearm wrist area.